a lot of us in Chaotic were like that because we had that core group in Chaotic for a number of years, and we were all around the same age. We all started around the same time, and Chaotic was running, every 3 weeks. We'd have right on the dot every third Friday. We'd be at the Lowell PAV, and it was fun. I think it was probably fun for the audience too to watch all of us sort of, grow up together essentially too. We all were, people don't realize, you look back at some of those crazy cards that me and Chase would have wrestled on, but you got, and probably some of the people you're going to mention here soon, but some of those cards were insane. And you think about like what that would cost for like an indie promoter nowadays. And we just all happen to be training at the same place or just end up in the
It's
same place
interesting.
at the same time.
There's a saying, and I mean, I know you're in the New England area, so I'm gonna be mentioning a dirty word here, the Yankees.
Yeah.
But during the Derek Jeter years, it was one of those things where there was the core four, and the New York Mets were trying to do that, and obviously their battle plan didn't work. But that's very much what Chaotic was. You had a core
Mm-hmm.
of guys, and then you had components coming in and out to some degree, like every other wrestling promotion. But it's a very interesting thing when that occurs in a wrestling promotion because when you have a core and everybody's gelling and working together, tag teams gel together and sometimes opponents do. But when a whole unit is moving collectively and everybody on the card knows what they're supposed to do and it works, and your match then leads into another match and then it sets up the vibe for the audience, you have a really cool thing. I mean, right now, Wrestling Open is like that in a lot of
Yeah.
ways. And that's the only, there's other promotions that try to do that and they do an okay job, but it's not the consistency, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that we had this really unique environment where, we had the school tied to the promotion. And we really acquired a lot of people just came to our school because of our ties to WWE. Like the owners, my trainer, Mike Hollow, and the owner, Jamie Jamakowski, like they worked really hard to establish a very strong bond with WWE. So that helped strengthen the school, but it also attracted, people who, if you want to be a wrestler and you want to train in New England, if you wanted to get to WWE, really the only choice was Chaotic at that point. For better or for worse, right? I look back at it now, I was like, that kind of sucked for other people. But for better or for worse, that's just, it was what it was for us. And I mean, it really did on any given night. You're talking about all these guys and girls that have gone on to national success on some level, but you're talking, Aaron Stevens, Nikki Rocks, Roxy Laveau, Chad Wicks, who is Chad Dick. You got Palmer Cannon, you got Ivar, you got Tommaso, you got Kofi, you got Biff Busick, you got John Walters, and I'm not even like a Fred Sampson, Fred Rosser, like Robert Stone. These are all people who just would work Chaotic shows regularly while we were all cutting our teeth. And I'm missing tons of people.